All right, what's good, YouTube, or should I say, interpersonal communication class? The monologue speech made me feel like he was torn, like he was wrestling with the real thought of his brother even being passing or even dying, because he said, "My brother is or was." So the denial part in grief is real. How did the relationship between Carney and his brother start? Well, it started off good from what he said. It was really good. They bonded over food. He ended up working with him in a restaurant and all that other good stuff. And then it was kind of like, fuck you, because he felt like my brother's not really who he is, because he makes everybody feel special. But how you make everybody feel special and make everybody feel like you're their best friend when you're lying about not when you're lying about being on drugs? So I take that personally, because my dad was cool. When people see my dad, they wouldn't even know he was on drugs, because he was an overweight crackhead, which is not heard of, not heard from in the hood. But he was overweight crackhead. So seeing that really did that. So like when they say you have a similar experience as Carney, it did. You know what I mean? So when I looked up to it, I thought my dad was like a superhero. I never had any heroes, and it was my dad. And I can never forget when I stopped feeling like that was when my dad didn't come home one particular day for Father's Day, and I made him like a cookie and a little BS Father's Day card or whatnot. I think I was like in the third grade, and I remember he didn't come home, and I ate the cookie. You know what I mean? I was like, it's like a kind of like a fuck you, but I ate the cookie, and he came home, and I gave him his little thing, and I told him like, hey, you had a cookie in there, but we ate it. Almost like, hey, you should have been home for Father's Day. So I had a similar situation as Carney, and that was something I feel like when people get a glimpse of just seeing that, and that was just acting, that wasn't real life. He probably pulled deep down somewhere, but that was just acting. I'm telling you, deep, real, personal stuff, and that was something where, watching that video really brought back something for me, and it makes it easier to talk about, because heal people, and hurt people, hurt people. So once you get through the grief and the trauma and the drama and all that stuff, I honestly feel him, because at the end of the day, the brother did leave him his restaurant. And I guess, it was almost like one more, like, I believe in you. I do look up to you. I do think you're a good cook, or I do think you're like that. My father never told me I was a good dad, or he was proud of me, or anything like that. No matter how much I seen him, he always made me feel like you always gonna be a son to me, even when I had my own kids. So yeah, looking up to somebody, and the way they changed the view of them. I always love him. I'm always gonna love him, but he wasn't my hero anymore. When I realized Superman doesn't wear a cape, he's just Clark Kent. Just takes his glasses off, and you know, I'm out. Peace.